6 Minutes Season 5. The Season of Unknowingness. The final chapter of the 6 Minute sequel.
There are kids in this world who are different. Special.
One of them found us.
And became family.
But her time ran out. And now, that girl is missing.
In this episode, I'll be breaking down the latest episode, 6 Minutes Season 5, piece by piece. Hey Revbab listeners, it's Cyrus and Mueller. We're here today talking about episode 38 of 6 Minutes Season 5. We're almost to that 40 episode point, which is very exciting. We've kind of reached the climax of the season where so much is happening here with Dr. Whittier and him taking over WhittierCorp, seizing control. And, you know, Jude, Dr. Whittier, has always sought control, and I think this is huge, and he's just going back to his roots, and I'm really curious kind of what he's going to do at WhittierCorp, what kind of projects he's going to take on. And then I quickly wanted to mention that GZM Summer Camp is back for the second time. It's a really fun program by GZM, where every week you get to listen to a different GZM show. And you get to do fun activities, email them to Jess. But yeah, let's dive into this one.
But why would she help us?
She came to my mom here at WhittierCorp, gave her the cookies and cream password, and told her about the holiday project.
Sounds like a friend to me.
She does seem sympathetic to the situation, but I don't even know where to find her. Ivan?
You've reached the interconnected voice-activated network. Ivan.
Yeah, I've been really interested by the question of, will Adelaide actually help, Cyrus and Brynleigh in their situation? I mean, I really question her motives when we bring up the fact that, Adelaide has Badger as her son, and, is she evil? What exactly is going on? But she also was helping Monica earlier this season with the cookies and cream passcode. I don't think she has any reason not to help the Anders, and from season 4, she just seems like a really good and genuine person who wants to help the Anders family. She wants to restore the timeline, and I think that is the most likely scenario. But I do find it interesting that Badger is her son, and did she inherit him? What's their relationship like? It seems like Badger answers to her and really appreciates Adelaide. But overall, this is a really interesting clip. I thought, the music worked really well here, and just them being at WhittierCorp, it feels right.
I was escorted out, but there's this guy, Jude. He was on the island when we went to find Dr. Head, but he stole the boat with...
Mom? Mom, you there?
Attention, WhittierCorp employees. The building is on lockdown.
It just makes this that much more exciting, the fact that Jude is back, claiming his stake at WhittierCorp, and, the whole building's under lockdown. And we can guess why. There is a clip for this. Jude is after Brynleigh. And, I could have predicted that. That's the first thing Jude decided to do. Find Brynleigh, and, because she's going over Fontaine, and I wonder if he's going to be honest to her about that, just with what we saw in this episode's cliffhanger. But I think this is huge, and I just love, the climactic aspect of the episode. It's very, very exciting, and how is Brynleigh going to get out of there? Get away from Jude? She's found herself in the middle of a huge situation. And, Jude is evil, and, what is he willing to do now that he has the resources of WhittierCorp? I think this is just very exciting, and I kind of like just the way that, Ivan comes in here.
Ivan, please have Miss Graves escorted to the living quarters.
What? That's ridiculous. Remember, Ivan, you report to me.
Ivan, do as I said, please.
Apologies, Miss Graves, but Dr. Whittier's orders supersede yours.
Just to see him come here with so much authority and have Ivan answer to him has to be huge for Angelica. There's no way she could have expected the takeover to happen like this, and she didn't even imagine he'd take over or be Dr. Whittier. This clip is super interesting, and I'm really curious to see and kind of learn more about the relationship of Dr. Whittier and Angelica Graves. Because at the end of last season, we had heard young Angelica kind of start to get along with Dr. Whittier and answer to him. She was very sympathetic for Dr. Whittier's situation because he didn't have Adelaide Whittier. And I'm kind of really interested to learn about, like, how did, Angelica Graves become the CEO of WhittierCorp, right? Did Dr. Whittier leave WhittierCorp in Angelica Graves' name? I think Angelica almost became a second daughter to Dr. Whittier, and I think for a time he really trusted her and they had a good thing going.
If he realizes I survived, he will come after me again. If we want the timeline to stabilize, I need to get home.
But how?
I've been trying to communicate with my brother, Cyrus.
Our son?
Yeah, he's the best. But sending messages to the future is one thing.
Getting messages back is a whole other.
Exactly.
Halliday is in a lot of danger here. Dr. Whittier is after her, and she kind of has to stay on, like she told Joe, on the DL and hide away from Dr. Whittier. Dr. Whittier is this huge threat that, could potentially hurt her a lot. So she kind of has to stay away from Dr. Whittier. Last time they were in the same room, same place, he tried to kill her, which is absolutely diabolical. I mean, this is just one of the most evil versions of Dr. Whittier we've seen. But I like that she brings up the messages because that's one part of the season I've really enjoyed. I think she and Cyrus are so close, and the messages really show that the first person she tried to reach out to was Cyrus, because she knew Cyrus could do the right thing, even though he doesn't have his memory. He's in a completely different version of 2025. He's still trying to reach out to Halliday. But certainly I'm going to be really interested to see how he sends a message back to Halliday.
But how will you know where and when this pen opens a portal in the future?
Maybe we pick the date.
It's December, so... but what about New Year's Eve?
New Year's Eve. I like the symbolism.
How can we find out if Cyrus gets the message? Ugh.
Monica, whoa.
I think it's interesting that she thinks that she got to the past, to the carnival, by Penn. Penn opened up a portal, and somehow she fell through that. In my mind, I thought she was in the void, and somehow, we had last heard her walking towards the river, and I thought she had just rode down the river to, Penn, but she describes it as having gone through a portal. And I think that makes sense, and kind of Penn is behind everything. He has a lot of power, and he's kind of learning how to control the portals. But I think this is really interesting. I love the idea of New Year's Eve. So it's interesting to think where we are in the timeline. David Kreisman had said the finale will be New Year's Eve, heads will roll. That's his 6 words that he used to describe the finale, and I think it's going to be a huge, exciting finale, and I hope it's a longer episode, too.
But then when I'm with you there, when I see you there, it's like...
Like what?
It's like you said before. You're my anchor.
And you're mine.
Attention, WhittierCorp employees. Brynleigh Pasternak, please report to the CEO's office.
I love hearing them share such deep emotional moments together. I mean, they're getting so close, Cyrus and Brynleigh, and I love this idea of them being anchors for one another and just getting to learn how close they are, I think is really, really great. And I just love their relationship and dynamic, and it really spoke a lot about who Cyrus is when he said there is nothing wrong with Brynleigh, no matter what. Even last season, finding out that, I don't know if he really found out, I can't remember, but her being Guinevere Fontaine and just the huge shock of that, he still tried to comfort her. He cares about other people so very much, and this is a really great clip, and I love hearing them get to bond. But I don't think Brynleigh quite realizes the danger that she's in, being with Dr. Whittier or, Jude. That is super threatening, and she has to get away from him.
What in the...
Brynleigh, come with me.
Miss Graves?
We have to leave immediately.
We?
You and me. Right now. Come with me if you want to survive this.
I mean, this is very, very exciting. Angelica and Brynleigh, polar opposites, but at the same time they're similar in the sense that they both need to work together and they're both kind of businesswomen in a sense. I mean, I think of Brynleigh as being a businesswoman, just always trying to get stuff done. Thank you all so much for listening. If you enjoy the show, please leave a 5-star review.
Until next time, this is Landon saying peace, love, and time travel.